Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZSR and welcome to the A Link to the Past, No Major Glitches Season 9. It's Gold Sword Division Round 2, and we have a double header today. We have two races going on. They are both standing for themselves. Eriror versus FoxLisk and Yeroc versus humbugh. Without further ado, let's get going and let's switch to the layout and let's hand it off to two wonderful commentators in Ray and Miowski. Take it away, it's all yours.
Thank you, Trez. Yeah, like he said, we have Eri versus Fox. They currently are 0-2 or 0-1, sorry. Because we had two kind of crazy upsets earlier. In Yeroc previously beating Eri, and Fox losing to, I think he lost to Awase, which actually isn't really an upset. But yeah, so on the other side of things, we have Yeroc versus humbugh, who were both 1-0. So we'll get to see, very, very high level matches. They're both in the top bracket. Eri being the top seed going into this before getting upset. All these guys like top 8 among all the people who started.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, Awase. For some reason, I thought humbugh.
Yeah, you
Fox,
are
but...
talking all the way long. It's no problem. I'm sorry.
all right. I'll leave it over to you, Ray. What are you looking for?
No. It's okay. It's okay. My English is not that good that I can talk and
I'll throw you in the deep
the whole
end,
people here and yeah.
I'll throw you in the deep end then. What are you looking for? Any like strats or any specific things you're looking for forward to from any of the runners?
I mean, you're here with like 4 really, really strong runners, so we will see a lot of. I think it's everyone has like its own strategies which they do, like as some people do like left side slash for the first card, something like that. And we will see some differences, but also we'll see a lot of rooms which were played like the same way, if the RNG this allow, I guess. Yeah. So, but I think we will see 4 really, really nice runs here.
That's good to hear. Yeah. Like you're saying earlier about left slash, I feel like just kind of based on vibes, I feel like Yeroc is a left slasher, maybe Fox.
Fox is pretty sure a left slasher, isn't he?
Eri's
No,
he
doesn't.
I didn't see humbugh, but he did mess that up a little bit.
No, it was only Yeroc actually left slashing, and
okay.
Fox actually didn't. So he accused me about lying here. So yeah, is apparently not a left slasher.
Okay, well I was right about Corey at least. Yeah, left slash saving a teeny bit of time, but you actually taught me how to do that room, right? And I found out that up slash really doesn't lose that much time as long as you do it like correctly and efficiently.
To actually really save time with left slash, your movement has to be really, really smooth. I think like I put a lot of time in this room actually, because I was never happy with the up slash, but yeah, when I taught you that room, I found for myself my problem with that room, and now I'm an up slasher for sure, because my movement is just not good enough to get these extra frames in.
I see. Yeah, up slash for life, baby.
Yeah, I mean it's. I think it's at best it's like something like 10 frames. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's something like that.
One interesting thing to note, we kind of didn't really touch on like 8/ ball and chain, which they all did, but you all can't see this, but Fox's splits, so where his splits normally are, is like a 404 page not found like thing. and he moved his split so that you can only see the escape split. And I don't even know if his timer's going. I think that's specifically meant to mess with us. I'm not really sure what the deal is there. But oh wait, you all can probably see it because of the cropping too, right? But you can't see his gold because he's embarrassed that he doesn't have a 549 probably. Or maybe I'm looking like too into that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're all moving into the sewers. Looks like Aries a little bit ahead. I mean, Corey might be ahead. It's like a little bit desynced. I think he started like later or something.
5-4x is impossible. Yeah, I know.
I keep getting close to a 549, and then I always choke it in like the last 3 rooms of.
That's always
the
last 3 rooms, which aren't actually that hard, but if you're getting close to these times, I think you just seem to make more wrong stuff.
More mistakes.
Failures. Mistakes, yeah. Thank you. I that's why I said you have to carry me. Sometimes I just forget some words.
Looks like Fox fixed his splits because I called him out on it. So we have the full FoxLisk splits. Yeah, I just choke every time over here. Corey actually went a little bit high. He got the really good rat RNG, but he recognized that he went too high and he slashed down, which I think loses a little time because you can slash left with like really good reactions and like save some time there. All right, nobody got hit by the really annoying rat in that room. That's good. So we have like a few pretty clean escapes so far. Let's see, 549 from Eri, the coveted 5-4x, 550 from Corey, 556 from Fox, and then 553 from Humbugh. But he splits an escape exit, which from Sank exit, which I just feel sacrilegious, but I feel like it, it kind of does make sense.
So, Eri just proved 549, 5-4x is possible. Yeah, the thing about splitting going out to Sank makes sense in different ways because you have sometimes red frames which can make the split, the next split, so Eastern Palace, inconsistent. Yeah, by splitting the exit of the of the church, you make it more consistent.
Because with the way that most people split and the way that I split, you can have kind of a fraudulent sum of best where you are like losing, some time to rat frames and escape, and then saving it at Eastern sometimes, but not always. And I don't know. But at the same time, if you split that way, then you don't get like a sub-6 escape, and that just feels wrong. So Aries playing in a universe where it's possible, the rest of us are not. True. Yeah, so Aries, Aries like definitely ahead so far just because he's Eri. Corey, I think, is ahead of Humbugh because Corey is an insane Light World player. He recently got, I'm not sure if you know about this, Ray. He recently got an insane Master Sword PB, 2142.
2142. Oh, I forgot about the Master Sword times because I never actually run it myself. Like,
oh my! Okay,
I did like 10 runs.
I was expecting. Okay, can you at least pretend to be excited? Let's
oh
redo
wow!
that.
What the fuck this time? Oh, sick. Man, I need to grind now because I don't have that.
Yeah, so world record for that is 2134, tied record
Oh,
between
what?
Eddie and Eri. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't knew that. So
the
yeah,
only people ahead of Corey
sick.
on the Master Sword leaderboards are Eri, Eddie, WQ probably, Dom Turkey, and Zelda, who are all people who've had the record in that, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that's a pretty sick Master Sword time. He's kind of popping off, yeah.
That's for sure, yeah.
Just wanted to give you all a little update on kind of an unrelated thing. My cat just got in my lap, and she's being really cute and cuddly and like purring and stuff. So, but none of you can see it, but just trust that it's happening. Looks like a good anti-fairy skip from all the runners here. At this level, you don't really expect them to mess it up very much. You know, worst case scenario, you do the backup where you stand on the stairs and you walk down, just kind of deboost off the anti-fairies into the pot, and then get hit an extra time by anti-fairies. Oh no, pup time, why? I guess, I feel like ZSR typically doesn't have pup. I don't think I've ever seen pup time in ZSR. Trez, you need to get on that. Got a big gap between the anti-fairies for Eri. Big for Corey as well, but for the wrong reason. I think he messed the room up. I didn't really see Humbug, but Fox also had a gap.
Okay. So yeah, everyone very close. Except Eri, he is like 5 years ahead.
I would have expected Eri to do Yuzu Armos, but it looks like he's doing Pincus.
I don't know. I think
Pincus
he's
for...
just not comfortable. I mean, recently he hadn't like that much time to do some runs, and Yuzu Armos is just a hard thing. Like, yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Eri didn't die in Eastern.
Uh-oh. Good luck, Fox.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's fun that it's actually something like a meme.
Is that what happened in his race versus Corey?
I don't know actually.
So I know Eri had
but
like, characteristic like 125, so I imagine maybe that's part of it. Yeah. Okay.
But some races where I watched Eri die, if he died in Eastern, actually, which is kind of hilarious.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Eastern, like, if you're not taking Sankart, then Eastern can be a pretty big reset point. Just because, you know, doing, like, anti-fairy skip, it costs, like, a heart and a half, and then maybe you take, you know, and then at that point, your margin of error is 1.5 hearts. A lot of stuff does 1 heart, so you're, like, 2 mistakes away from death. Another big reset point, just in general, and also, like, if you don't take Sankart is... Oh, Yeroc is doing the Corey dash. He invented this. So apparently this saves time for if you're doing the unholy spin speed. This is like a relatively new thing. I'm not sure if you were aware of this, Ray.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the dash on the previous screen makes it so that you can...
I get the thing behind it, actually.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. But to the viewers, it makes it so that on the screen where you're just holding the sword out and going diagonal, the diagonal is shorter because you end up entering the screen more to the left from the previous screen. I couldn't get it to save like enough time to justify doing the unholy spin speed, but I've been told that it does save time, and that you should just trust Corey and not time it yourself.
I just trust Corey and just do it in my next run and don't try it myself in practice.
I used to do that a lot when I was like a 130-ish runner, because I was like, well, you know, at some point I'm going to PB by 2 minutes anyway. I'm just going to, like, throw strats in, at the wall, see what works and what doesn't. Like, I don't know, didn't care too much about, like, losing a run or resetting or something. Nowadays, it's like, if I make one big mistake, I'm, you know, just kind of screwed. So I feel like I need to practice the strat a lot and really, you know, think about what I'm doing and what I'm changing and stuff. I imagine at these guys' level, it's also more of the same. So Fox is going to do this next screen a little bit differently than everybody else. He's going to drop the sword. He's not going to drop the sword. Okay. I've seen him drop the sword and then re-slash, which I think saves time.
I think, no, it doesn't save time at all. And that's what actually I do. I don't know if... It sucks that doing that as well. I do it because I was used to it when I did it in Rando. And
interesting.
Beide told me once that it's not like something you do want to do, but it doesn't matter actually if you do it or not, because it makes no difference.
I see. So it doesn't lose time then. Yeah.
No, for me it just helps for the timing.
I see. Okay. That's good to know then. Yeah. So then I don't have to implement that. Crazy how, I mean, all these guys are doing like more or less the same stuff, but there are just little differences in execution that put like Eri ahead of Corey, ahead of Humbugh, ahead of Fox.
Yeah, but we will get soon to a point which can make a big difference, and that is actually the boss of this dungeon. I mean, at this level, you can assume that most of them, at least, I don't want to curse it. Don't
curse it. I'm well known.
Don't say it, but
well known
I say at least a 4 cycle. But normally they will do better. So yeah, but it can happen if land molars are, not nice to them.
I've seen Eri especially leverage like really cursed darts into 2 cycles that totally aren't free. So I'm expecting, crazy good landmo fight from him. I don't know how we're gonna keep track of all the runners, all the cycles. So I'll keep track of Eri and Humbugh. You keep track of Corey and Fox. How about that?
Oh yeah, let's do the cross. Makes sense. Okay.
Alright, good first cycle from Eri. Oh, misses an arrow. Still, okay, no, gets a 3 cycle because he missed an arrow, probably. So it's almost a 2 cycle. Alright, Humbugh gets a good first cycle.
Yeah, 3 cycle for 3 cycle for Corey.
Nice.
And I guess a 3 cycle for Fox. I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be a 3 cycle.
Oh no, we cursed him! Humbugh is on cycle 5. Oh, you hate to see it. Yeah, that was a little bit. Alright, I'm blaming that one.
You can't blame me. It was actually the land molars which does that. That was not me.
He could have done like 2 cycles better. I think.
No, you don't know that. You're just talking. No, I don't.
What do you mean? I'm just.
I didn't saw the fight. I can. No.
I saw the fight.
No, I don't agree with you.
That.
I don't agree with you.
Put me in, coach. He missed a few shots. That's all I'm saying. But look, it's hard. You're nervous. You're on restream. You're in a race. Like, Landmos is hard. Game's hard. All right. Looks like we have meme menu to boomerang from everybody except for Humbugh. On Fox's screen, you just saw why, because you can boomerang the pickle. It saves a little bit of time. I actually just tested that screen recently. It does save time to boomerang the pickle there, versus going around this sign, which is what Humbugh did. And the reason you get the free menu to boomerang is because at the end of the Landmo fight, after you grab the heart, if you just mash start and open the menu, the pendant is falling while you have the menu open, so it doesn't lose any time to have the menu open. Normally we have to route like stuff. We have to route like menus and stuff because it loses like a second.
I mean, let's be fair. humbugh could have shot at him with a bow. So
That's true, yeah.
I would never do that menu because I know how I am. I would forget that I menu to the boomerang and always fuck up the next menu. Because
It takes a little while to get used to, but that way you get to do Requiem Boomerang. If someone could put in the Requiem Boomerang like clip, I'd appreciate that. But yeah, you can boomerang the squirrel if it gets in your way, and then you get stuck in a doorway if you do it wrong. Oh my god! Did you see Fox's screen? He slashed Katy Perry, and Katy Perry got stuck in front of the stairs to Hera.
Oh no!
So he had to scroll the screen. If you scroll the screen, then it despawns the squirrel. It like resets the whole thing, so you're good. So you're well known for having just a ridiculously good Hera. You had like a 5-something gold, like just an absurd like gold, especially for your level at the time in Hera.
Yeah, I have 516 golds, which like 516.03, something like this. It was very low, and I'm still mad because I had like 20 or 30 frames till I mirrored in the room after getting the big key.
I see. You're around to the 515 basically.
Yeah.
I see. Any tips on this for the people who might not be as good at Hera and keep dying or just being slow? I don't think I have like a sub like 520. I don't even have a 520 yet.
I can't really get good tips at the moment. I'm also dying everywhere at the moment because I just recently get back into the running. But like with Hera especially, it's to get a good time in Hera, you need like the biggest thing is in the overworld and in the two execution rooms you have in Hera. There is the how it called the crabs, the first how does they call the first room where you have to kill the three blue guys.
Oh wait,
is this crabs? No, it's
three blue. Oh, beetles, right?
The beetles, yeah, the beetles. This room is a big like the most of the people lose time there, and the second one is actually Moldorm itself. It's not the hardest fight if you get used to him, but to get used to him, it's a long way, I guess. Especially the fighter sword fight. Fighter sword.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, Humbugh just takes a hit there. Also, I wanted to point out because if I was Corey, I'd be upset if nobody like saw this and pointed this out. So after bomb jump, he got to the point where the Kadongo was shooting the fire right. So he dashed up. He mirrored to Bo while his sword was inside of the flames. And this is a recent discovery by Can, by the way, like a relatively recent discovery by Can. If the sword is overlapping like some flames, even if you have the menu open, because they're overlapping, the fire goes out quickly or like quicker or something, and the timer runs out like while the menu is opening. Just like a weird quirk of the game. I don't know. So he did that, and then the Kadongo shot to the right again, and then he recognized that and bonked over, which is the correct thing to do. But unfortunately, I guess the timing was a little bit off because he got hit by hit by the fire.
So what happened to Fox is Katy Perry, and also, but I actually have to make here a shout out because he managed the Hera split very well. If we
take into account what happened to him.
Yeah, because when he entered Hera, he was at 1 heart. So yeah, he managed it
wow.
really well. Yeah,
Okay.
and he didn't die, so yeah, that was really strong. Gotta say that.
Good on him. Yeah.
You have to appreciate the little things, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So funny how like close everyone still is. So
Yeah, I mean we're all you know like well into the same split. You know like around the same ish time. I also should note that with Fox and Humbug, they're very much Dark World players. I mean Eri's just you know he's Eri, right? So it's kind of hard to like you're losing time on him everywhere until the Terminator falls in the lava or something. But
or Aga comes and shots him like 72
true.
blue balls, or
We do have the Great Equalizer coming up. But as far as like Yeroc versus Humbug goes, I expected Yeroc to be ahead here, and I expect Humbug to maybe save some time in the Dark World. You know, big Dark World player. He had like I saw his PB. He had like a 704 or 705 GT in it or something, which is just kind of ludicrous. You know, unfathomable for a mere mortal like me.
yeah. Nice to see like everyone is going into Agatha with full health. We always love to see that. Missing a heart in the first kill room is a fucking pain. I can say that like this.
It's I think it's fine. Don't worry too much about it. But yeah, beams are really important in Aga Tower. There are a lot of rooms where the beam strat. You have to like know a bunch of different strats based on whether or not you have beams, how many arrows you have, etc. And the beam strats are always like consistently just faster and better. Except for one room where you're lining up a key dash. But even then, I'm not even sure if it loses time to have beams.
Oh, very nice. Maze for Fox.
Humbug also getting
for a
mazed.
Humbug. A nice key dash from Cory there.
Oh no! Eri gets blocked by the guard. He threw the boomerang, I guess, a little bit late, and the guard got in the way. He was trying to throw the pot at the bottom guard, the key guard. All right, Cory coming in, doesn't get blocked by the guard. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So you do it again. You look at Eri and Humbug. I go with Cory and Fox.
All right, Fox also has the same as well as Cory does in that room in Circle of Pots. Let's see Humbug. All right, yeah, none of them. Eri was the only one who had trouble with the right guard. Because to be fair, the right guard, you know, only messed with him, and not with any of the other runners.
And every runner gets through the Aga Tower with 0 damage. Also very nice to see. So very well executed from everyone.
I think someone took a hit from a bat. It was either Fox or Humbug. But because bats do like a quarter heart, it doesn't take away your beams. But they will matter on the refill and the pyramid. So.
Yeah, you will lose 10 frames on the refill actually. Which is
Alright. Have we had blue balls from Cory or Eri yet?
I because of talking, I really didn't paid attention.
Alright, someone tell me if there has been a blue ball yet. I don't think I've seen blue balls except for Fox over
Cory
there.
so far, if I catch that right.
Alright, 2 for Fox, 1 for Eri, if I'm correct. And then 1 for Humbug. And then 1 for Eri, and then 1 for Fox. So we're 2, 3, 1.
There's 0
I think
for
Cory might have
Cory.
had 0.
Wow.
Alright, Fox says in chat 3. Okay. Thank you so much. That makes everything easier for me.
But yeah, I mean, we just can't watch the time in the end what they had, so and we can just
That's true, yeah. We can do a little simple addition
to calculate back.
One for humbug. Yeah, so Corey and Eri, because the game likes balancing things after the light world. There's one for humbug. I think they're at the same. Oh, Corey's a little bit ahead, but just by like frames. Not that they're even racing each other. I'm not really sure why I'm comparing the two.
But still, so what is that? Like, Eri had what? That's
1, 2,
two?
3, 5, 8. Shout out
I
to
think
BH.
that's two blue balls for Eri.
Mhm.
If it's two blue balls for
2 for
Pretty
Eri,
sure.
3 for Fox, 0 for Corey, and then we'll see from Humbug's side how many he got. I saw at least 2 or 3. The Dr. Blue, more like the Dr. Blue balls.
Okay. Wow,
right, yeah,
very
this is-
nice kicky dash from Eri there. Also from Corey, pretty nice.
205, was that like, how many blue balls is that? Is that 5?
205 is about 5 or 6, yeah.
Damn, I didn't realize he had that many blue balls. Yeah, so again, the actual races here, since this isn't a 4-way race, right? But everyone's just kind of doing this at the same time. It's Eri versus Fox and Yeroc versus Humbug. Humbug was behind in Light World anyway, but then got a lot of blue balls for his troubles. Again, you know, expecting him to make up a lot of ground in Dark World, but it's looking a little bit rough. There's, you know, definitely a gap here. Fox as well could stand to make up some time in Dark World. Is Eri? Because he only got 2 blue balls, right? Eri's ahead of PB. That's crazy. I mean, not, you know, I don't really expect him to PB. He's a little bit rusty and stuff, but yeah, I guess, you know, saving 12 seconds there over a 3 blue ball PB will do that.
I kind of wonder if he is going for the hover. I don't think so, though.
There's no way, right? He
Yeah, there's
already,
no way.
yeah,
He
he already,
Yeah,
so he's definitely losing time over PB because he, like, does the insane hover route here.
I'm not a fan anymore. I'm not.
Of Eri or of the hover route? Look, if your team doesn't...
Oh no, he fell! Oh, that's so sad.
Oh.
Very nice. One from Corey there. That was pretty good. But at least for Fox, this gives Fox at least a little bit of time to catch up. Not much, but it's like a fall is like 10 seconds, if I'm not wrong. 10 to 12.
We'll see if Fox can capitalize here. Having a little bit of trouble setting this up. Okay. He gets it. And yep.
Yeah, nice.
Hammer jump accomplished.
Still, he had 3 buffers, which, yeah.
So now Corey's ahead of everybody. Also, he got Sexy Statue. Don't think I didn't see that. Eri also gets Sexy Statue. Okay, come on, Fox. Can we get 4 for 4?
Also, nice hammer jump from Humbugh there. No,
Oh,
60
Fox messed
statue
it up.
for Fox. Sad.
Damn it, Fox. First the splits, now this. He's doing this to me.
Oh, rough turtle room for Corey there. Makes him losing 2 hearts. That makes one hit less from Helmasaur. Lady Helmasaur.
They were twin. They were bad at the start, but then he fixed them. It was like 404 something not like page not found thing instead of the splits, and then he moved the splits over there because I called him out for it.
Ooh.
Corey's having a little bit of a time here.
Yeah, he has to be
I don't
careful,
expect him to die
but
here. Yeah,
he gets it. Eric catched up again against Corey, but yeah, let's see what Fox is doing now. Oh, Fox missed the spin speed to get the easier hammer. Oh, he
missed another spin
missed it
speed.
again. That's unfortunate.
Loses, in his words, probably a billion
that is...
years on Helma. Uh-oh.
Oh no, please.
Okay,
nice. Yeah, if you kill the mask, like at the lower bottom of the screen, he will walk up all the way.
I see.
But that can get dangerous, actually.
Humbugh had a lot smoother of a Helma fight than Yeroc and FoxLisk did. No fireballs, just kind of kept hitting him until he died. Alright, no radical jumps from Tony Hawk today. Corey and Eri both getting past the ropa there. And the other rope. Oh, wait!
Oh no.
I didn't even know that ropa could hit you until it happened to me recently.
We hate Tony Hawk. He just jumps in your face.
I thought the first one was Tony Hawk, and then or is the second? Is the third one Tony Hawks? They're both Tony Hawk. We don't even get like a Shaun White or anything. Just like both of them Tony. They're both Hawks. This is a Phelps situation all over again. Oh, there's Fox too. It's like really rare too. That's crazy that it like happened twice. All right, come on, get Humbugh too. Even it up. Come on, Tony. No, okay, he didn't. I mean, 2 for 4 is crazy stats, honestly. Like I swear to God, I did like 50 Dark Worlds at least without having that ever happen before it happened to me for the first time. No, the first guy leaving pod, that's a lot less rare, I think, in my experience at least.
No, you're talking about the second. I think he's talking about the really first guy you never will think about. He's coming into your way.
Oh, right. Okay,
that
that
one
makes sense.
Directly under pods.
Yeah, I've never gotten hit by that one, but I've gotten hit by the second one and now the fourth one. I don't even think about the first one, so I miscounted all of them. Got hit twice in the Dutch Museum Showcase run. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Fox, I can't hear Fox's audio, but I know for a fact that he fluted there right after Usain Bolt to taunt the guard. It's a FoxLisk original strat. It does nothing, but it's funny. So we have sizable leads from 2 of the runners. Still definitely plenty of opportunities for the other runners to come back. You know, even without like, you know, crazy RNG or anything. Game's just hard. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you die, sometimes you lose a ton of time on a room. That Zazak was really mean to Corey and Eri, but only gets Eri. All right, Eri back ahead. Does he get? Oh, he gets the God Pixel. He's allowed to. He's allowed to use it too. Sometimes the Patrick stars get in the way, but Corey has a little bit more trouble on his end because of mostly bad RNG, but also he missed the pixel as well. There's a 1-frame window where you can dash in the middle in that screen past everything, but like I said before, sometimes you just kind of get SOL and have to improvise. Fox coming up on it as well. This is like the big kind of barrier. Yeah, he overshoots by a little bit. Oh no, now he gets blocked. Okay, now he makes it through. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a time loss on Corey and Fox's side. Let's see, Humbugh. Undershoots, tries to correct. Under and overshoots, gets blocked. Yeah, this is rough. This is a rough screen. Especially for Humbugh there. I expect bombable floor to go well for all of them. Honestly, there shouldn't be any, at this level there shouldn't be any really trouble rooms, except maybe conveyor toilet on the way back is slightly hard. But I don't know. The big thing at this level is does your Hellway go well? Are you making dumb mistakes? That's about it. Maybe some stuff in the overworld or something. But yeah, you don't really expect them to make big mistakes on blind or anything. Blind's a scripted fight. Kind of hard to learn, but once you learn it, one of the most consistent fights, boss fights in the game, IMO.
Yeah, I think you. I mean, it's just a scripted fight, you just can't do any other fight like that.
I mean, Armos is also scripted, but I'd say it's a little bit hard. Oh no, Corey gets a spin! Uh-oh. Come on, dude. Okay. He gamers his way through. Yeah, so what happened there was he hit a sword fully charged, poke blind, released the sword too early, so he got a poke spin. What you're supposed to do there is hold the B button down longer. It's easy mistake to make, happens all the time, but yeah, definitely an uncharacteristic mistake. You don't really expect Corey to do that, but I don't know. There are so many places in this game where you could make a mistake that you have at least a few uncharacteristic mistakes per run. But yeah, that's maybe a little bit of time save on Humbugh's end, assuming he gets the script correctly, which I kind of expect. Oh, he gets hit too. Okay, wow.
you cursed
it
this one.
I curse everyone all the time. It's my biggest talent, biggest asset as a commentator. I make the game more interesting by cursing all the runners constantly. I got some voodoo dolls lined up right here. Corey, if you feel a pain in your left arm, it's because I'm pricking the doll. Or you're having a heart attack or something. We don't see Top Rock from Eri or Corey, I think. I recently moved the mirror menu over to the frog screen because you can do it to set up Top Rock Frog Talk, and despite my failures, it's actually a lot easier than you'd think. Oh, Humbugh does the bomb really low there. I don't know if that's what he normally does. Or we had 2 successful fence dashes so far from Corey and Yeroc. From Ari and Yeroc.
Yeah. From
No
Corey
muffins
and Yeroc.
dashes. Unless did Ari muffins dash? I assume he didn't. So 2 fence dashes up, 0 muffins dashes up, unfortunately. Not a lot of memers here.
Oh, and
Shouldn't be too hard to do, but that is I guess we got to appreciate that's a 1-frame input. Humbug misses the spin speed there, so just goes for the dash. Honestly, probably better than trying to redo the spin speed at that point. Oh, we get a block from Humbug. What do you do? Ah! Only 3 for 4. Can you make it up? Can you make up for it by doing a muffins dash?
What is that, actually?
It's where you dash out of the door at the very end of C-shaped house. You just go to the door and you dash straight down. You've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
So what you can do is do like 7 dashes in this house, and it's just egregious and like, you know, makes me want to tear my eyes out. Even more than 6 dashes would.
I mean, the thing is, like, if you're new, you just don't think about things like that because, yeah, dashing seems to save time, no? It just seems to, because you're walking faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people, you know.
Yeah, I was
like,
also at that point. When I was new, I dashed so many wrong things.
Ari says very egregious Skullwoods. He's missing 4 hearts now, so I imagine a lot of stuff went wrong. I assume Mummy Statue Room. I didn't quite see it.
Nice fight.
Good recognition that you could slash to the right. So I think the visual cue is like if Moth's shadow is a little bit below the block there, you can slash to the right and it hits Moth into the block. Because otherwise you're hitting Moth into the spikes and it does no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sick fight from Ari. Pretty good from Corey too. Fox says he got extremely gamed on in Big Chest.
Also nice fight from Fox.
Yeah, 1 spike Moth. You can tell how good a fight went. You know, sometimes it's like RNG based, but you can tell how good a fight went based on how many spikes are missing from like the spikes around everywhere. So Ari got a 0 spike, I think. Fox got a 1 spike Moth. Corey got a 3 spike Moth. Let's see Humbug. If he gets a 2 spike Moth, then we, you know. There's a lot of dash poke attempts. I feel like some of that wasn't a good idea.
At least we get out of here.
Yeah.
It's always the most important part.
Yeah, just get out of the split, kill the boss, get me out of here. You know, just mental reset, go to the next split.
Yes.
I think Corey overshot the quick warp and then got skull bushed. Yeah, sometimes you can dash through a bush or like a patch of grass and you bonk on a skull and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes there's a bomb too, maybe a bush guard. You know, they like to throw weird stuff in random bushes. I think it's to catch the people who are cutting all these bushes because the gardeners of Hyrule really don't like that. We get a map from Ari.
Oh.
Dashing too hard with too many buttons, I guess. 2 successful quick fishes. So you can throw the. Normally, what you have to do is throw something into the circle of rocks. But there's like a small window where you can kind of throw it, you know, on top of 2 rocks, which technically counts.
It's not even that small. It's like 45 pixels, which are counting.
Well, but it's not that big. Okay, well
yeah, it is. It's actually really big. So it just looks it just looks very hard.
I mean, if you're going like the X range is just like 4 pixels wide. So if you're going, you know, to the left, that's like a like 2-3 frame window or something. But if you're going up left, that's like a 4 frame window. Assuming you get the pot slide. I don't know. It's like it's a little bit tight. Okay.
So you don't do it.
No, I do it. I use the menu there to see if I've gotten it, and sometimes I still miss because even if you got the correct X coordinate, like it's the Y coordinate you might have undershot. It's a little bit easier if you go like up and then left, I think, as opposed to doing the diagonal because sometimes you mess with the pot slide. Anyway, just it. You're not. You're not appreciating that it is kind of hard.
Skill issue, I can relate to that.
It is. Look, it is a skill issue. I'll be better, I promise. But like, at least recognize that it's kind of hard. I'm talking about quick fish, yeah.
Everyone's how you call that, most
Favorite split.
most favorite split. Yeah,
This actually is
Most
my
loved.
favorite. It's a controversial opinion.
okay, so what's your least favorite split?
Ooh, that's a good question. I like them all like a lot. I don't know. Is there a split that I dread going into? I mean,
If you have a favorite split, you have a split you don't like, don't you?
maybe Escape. I don't know. I'm kind of sick of Escape.
Yeah, okay, fair.
It's kind of. It doesn't have that much going on.
I mean, still after, like, I don't know. I don't even know how long now I play Zelda. I think like 4 or 5 years, and I'm still not sick about the escape music. I still love it. I think just it's such a banger.
Yeah, I think also like. I don't know. I've played Melee a lot, right? And we play on the same. There are only 6 tournament legal stages, so we listen to the same 6 songs like every match we play. And I don't know. I guess like that soundtrack's also pretty good, but there's something to be said about like listening to a song so many times that it just becomes white noise to you, and you don't even really think about it. Nice cold stare from Mary. A nice bomb jump from Humbug. You know, I think actually Hera might be my least favorite split because, like, so much stupid shit could go wrong. Yeah, it's actually definitely Hera. I dread going into Hera. Because it's like, okay, is my run just over? You know? Am I going to lose a bunch of time? Am I going to get dead-rocked? You know, anything involving going to Death Mountain actually sucks. Because of the rocks and the squirrels, and I hate it.
A nice fight from FoxLisk there.
And Stadium. Why Stadium? No, they didn't ban it. They froze Pokemon Stadium, but now they're unfreezing it because Nintendo's getting like litigious about specifically that for some reason. It's a whole can of worms. Also, shoutouts to Requiem of Spirit because he promised to stream Doki Doki Literature Club on stream. He said this is going to happen. So tune into Requiem of Spirit stream and ask him why DDLC isn't happening yet.
That's evil.
Look, he promised the people that it would happen, and it has not happened yet. We need to have it happen. What do you think of Swamp, Ray?
What do I think of Swamp? Well, you know, yeah, it's just boring. I don't know. I don't really like Swamp. It's not because it's hard. Yeah, it is hard. It has so much RNG. You have to react to it. You can lose time like with a blink of an eye.
Humbugh got eviscerated by like just 3 boulders and a squirrel all came together to ruin his day. By the way, that wasn't lost on me. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me that is the least favorite split. Oh, that was holy shit! That mirror from Humbugh was very low. It was almost a hard pickup, like a hard piece pickup. That would have been funny.
You don't need a quart like a heart piece in this category.
But no one says you can't pick them, you know?
Yeah, true. You just get dunked on if you do. In Link's Awakening, there's a heart piece that you have to jump past. And it's kind of complicated movement because you got to like set up a clip on the next screen. And they call it the heart piece of shame because if you accidentally pick it up, then you get dunked on by the rest of the community. They make fun of you. Humbugh gets a little bit difficult RNG there with the Moblin. I think he was supposed to slash there because the guy showed up kind of late, or didn't really throw his spear yet.
Oh. Humbugh bonked there, and yeah.
I bonk there all the time. It's like a surprisingly, because you're trying to maximize your dash there, right? It's like surprisingly easy to bonk there. Or maybe I'm bad.
It's actually funny how you get stuck up there because of the switch, which you could pull if you do, but it would just spawn some mobs if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I don't remember what the second switch does, but
at least he makes a sound, and I'm pretty sure it spawns mobs.
I love the nut sound effects. I'm a big book spammer in Desert.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm feeling spicy, I throw in the book dashes as well. Just on the screens where you
dashes.
Yeah, they're great. Thanks for the good luck, James. So James and Dr. Diabetes had a race that I guess ended, like it probably just ended, right? How did that go?
I think Fox just got lost in space. He's going for the big chest before he even picked up the big key.
Oh no!
That was kind of funny to watch.
He's too lost in his thoughts. He was distracted by the commentary. I'm sorry, Fox. Thank you for pointing that out, though. I didn't notice that. Now I get to make fun of him. Hey, nice job, James. Yeah, I saw you were both like pretty far ahead of PB. So, you know, looked like a really interesting race. All right, is Eri going to get hit by Michael Phelps or okay? Gets hit by Phelps, but Katie Ledecky is not fast enough to get him. Good swimming from him.
Yeah, but sometimes you just can't do anything about that. Let's see the fight. Is he zero? He is actually zero.
Yerocycle, nice. That's IMO. That's like one of the hardest boss fights of the game. If you, I mean, assuming the goal is to get a zero cycle.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, I don't agree. It's free. No, it's not. Just playing. It's actually hard. I agree with you. No, Corey.
Yeah. So okay. So here's the. I'll give you all the Phelps lore, right? So the Tektite on the right is called Michael Phelps. And I guess sometimes people call his friend Katie Ledecky. Both like very famous swimmers for those of you who aren't aware. But Bitey wasn't aware, didn't know who these people were, assumed that they were all called Phelpses, and that was just like their name. So he called them all Phelps or like Phelpses or something. So now I think we've kind of veered into just calling them all Phelpses.
So the big time difference here actually is because either Eri nor Yeroc picked up the ether. Fox and humbugh did that in the swamp split. They do it now.
Okay, yeah.
Eri even gets ice rod here, I guess. I don't know if Yeroc is doing that.
Yeah, I think both of them do boomer shopping here.
Like if you do the shopping in the Meyer split, you normally get both.
I've heard it from a lot of other people.
I didn't pay attention to Fox. Did he zero cycle that boy?
I was being a very bad commentator, and I was too busy looking at chat because Fox was distracting me there.
You are.
Because he didn't zero cycle it, and he was trying to distract me in chat so that I didn't see that and call him out for it. I see what you're doing. Okay, so we're gonna say that wasn't a zero cycle, and then I was too busy talking to see humbugs. Oh my god, I'm the worst.
It has to be zero cycle just because you pretend that it is not.
All right, humbug. We're gonna say humbug got a zero cycle, and then Fox didn't. Eri did. Corey didn't, right? You saw Corey.
Oh gosh, gotta hate those crabs.
So Eri's down a heart, which means Meyer 2 is going to be kind of awkward. Oh, Corey does the. Do you see? He does a spin speed in Ice Rod Cave. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Love that strat. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
So yeah, so for those of you who aren't aware, this is the backup for Meyer 2 when you don't have full health. Sometimes you can grab a heart from the Wiz Robes, and then you can like go back into the default Meyer 2 strat.
The thing is, there are still possibilities of RNGs where you can't really do a nice backup, and you have to go for the one popo and hunt behind him. Like that's one of the main reasons I don't do the shopping in Meyer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
getting hit while shopping is like the easiest thing.
That's why we like to say, stop long swamp, fire long Meyer. Humbug did ether and swamp and like ice rod and Meyer for some reason. Like what are you doing, man? What even is this? This is not on the approved list of shopping routes. How am I supposed to commentate this? I wasn't ready for that. So Fox is a little bit ahead of Corey, but that's because Corey got Ice Rod
Oh my
already, and
gosh.
Fox
Oh
hasn't.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. Fox. That
I
room
see that. What
was
happened?
nasty.
Oh, the slug room?
Yeah.
What happened specifically to him?
Yeah, I think he bonked and then yeah, everything just was a crazy mess. But he didn't get hit though. But still, it's just oh no. Because if you get
really,
hit by the slug, it's just bad. It's 4 hearts.
slugs do a lot of health. It's like 3
Yeah,
or 4
it's
hearts, right?
4 hearts.
That's yeah, that's rough. So you don't want that to happen.
Oh no. Humbugh first hit the switch instead of the jelly.
It looks. Oh, he gets hit by the slug too. That's rough.
Yeah.
I think he'll still have enough because he only takes like 3, right? So he'll barely have enough health for 4 heart video or 5 heart video or whatever you call it. Without having to do some weird backup. He will have to shoot arrows at the eyeballs, but that's he probably normally does that anyway. So yeah, health routing's a little bit tight in Meyer just because you take a lot of intentional damage from the room that Corey was just in, the spike room. Just being on the spikes, that's 3 hearts, and then you take 4 hearts minimum from Vidi. So you want to get to... You don't want to lose like too much extra health. And also a lot of stuff, like walking into a Rizrobe or a slug costs 4 hearts, so that's like really scary on its own. Oh, interesting. Humbugh looked like he was going for Spark Gamble and didn't have the Fire Snake in his way, but he decided to go around. Oh, right, because he's missing out on health.
So no one missed Spooky so far.
Yep, yeah, Corey just got Spooky 3.
What is Humbugh doing? He's getting the map. Is he just
Rando brain moment.
or was that a rando brain? Yeah, I guess so. It has to.
Fox missed the last arrow, but he's able to spin the eyeball. So that's why people when people money to mirror at the end of this split, they charge a sword spin down just in case you missed the last arrow or you didn't fire the last arrow or something. So that's why, right? Because you react to the fact that the eyeball's still alive, and then you spin it and kill it.
Nice.
All right, 2 more spooky actions at a distance.
Humbugh also got the Spooky
2, and then Spooky 3. And that's the hit switches, so saves time doing weird stuff to hit switches instead of doing it the normal way. Looks like he picked up a heart too, so he's at 6 hearts, so he should be fine.
So yeah, Fox wasn't that way behind Eri, but he has to get the Ice Rod, which Eri already picked up. So yeah. Oh wow, that was funny on Fox side.
Oh, what happened?
He killed 2 crabs. Was one with the slash, and the other one got the beam in his face. They it looked very cool.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, that they could. That can be got you. What are you written there?
Oh, I see. Here he's got an extra bomb here. I imagine probably from like a slug or something, or like a drop from the variety pack. But yeah, I assume what's gonna happen is he'll drop that at the beginning of GT when he might use the bombs somewhere in the basement. Yeah, Corey likes to go for Quake Speed here. So after this long cutscene, what he'll do is he'll be in a spin speed like state and just kind of zoom around and then hop off. It saves a little bit of time, but I don't know. Feels kind of hard to do for me, so I don't really try it.
He was a little bit very far down, wasn't he? It looked like he went very far down to activate Quake.
Yeah, maybe you have to do that for Quake Speed. I'm not.
No, you don't.
Sure.
I do that as well, but I do it different.
I see. Okay. Well,
I can show you once. If you wanna learn.
Eri has a tough time in Chomps. Definitely one of the most like sadistic rooms in the game, but he manages to get through. I don't think did he pick up a fairy at some point?
It's hard to say because it's yeah.
It's 4 races. It's hard.
Yeah, it's just I'm watching everyone and apparently I miss everything.
All right. So Blue says he got a fairy from the Pokey, and then he must have lost it from Chomps. So that's going to be a little bit of a time loss because there's some rooms where you save like a little bit of time.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
What?
Oh
the same
no!
thing happens.
Oh, these chomps, as a.
Oh, then they get blocked. Oh, he doesn't have enough magic here. Oh no! He needs to pick up magic at some point.
Oh my gosh! And this.
That's the next. These chomps are evil.
And the thing is, if you miss it once in this room just gets a big mess. Like sometimes I think it would have been even better if you just walk out and reset the room. Like
yeah, I mean,
it just
might have
gets
saved
so bad.
a little bit of time there. I mean, that's time save that Humbugh really needed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot closer now. And they're both even on shopping, obviously, because you do all the shopping.
I mean, now he even already got the ferry, so now it gets really dangerous for him. Like he has only 5 hearts left. He has to pick 1 damage when he gets in the dark room, in the long one where Eri now is.
Lasers do 4 hearts, right? So
lasers
like
do 4 hearts.
Laser skip. He's Oko on Trinex probably, depending on what he has hit high on Trinex.
Yeah.
So if you're Corey, you're probably a little bit stressed.
Yeah, you have to be very careful now.
Mm-hmm. Humbugh also at low health, but I don't think he's gotten the fairy drop yet. Yeah, there it is. So now he's at full, so he'll also be... Oh! Fox gets God Pokies.
Oh, wow.
So the 1 in 16 of saving like 2 seconds in that room.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I'm actually a little bit sweating now.
Yeah, this is why I said, a lot of stuff could happen like late game, so don't think an early game lead is that important.
Yeah.
If Corey dies here, that's basically GG. Like, there's not really any coming back from that. I don't see. Okay, he gets past laser skip. That's like probably the most likely place he would have died. I think at this level, I mean, you can consistently not take.
Yeah, I mean, just play it safe at this point. Just play it safe. So
it's the extra heart there. So I think he's actually not at. Does Trinex do 4 or 5 hearts?
It's 4 if he hits you with the head, but if you just walk into his shoe, feet, you only get 1 heart damage.
Gotcha. Okay. And also the spikes do 1, so yeah, could take damage and not die here from that.
Yeah, nothing in the game does 4 or 5 hearts damage. That's actually true. But Ganon, he does actually 8 hearts of damage. Oh! Oh! Oh!
What are you doing, Corey? Biden's sitting somewhere and he's like,
Oh my
gosh,
gosh!
out of that menu.
I didn't. Oh my! You actually cursed it. It's your fault.
That one's on me. I'll take the blame. I'll message Corey. I'll be like, sorry, bro. that was my fault.
Oh no, that's. Wow.
Okay, wait. Humbugh could run out of magic here. He almost ran out of magic there.
I mean, now I'm worried that he is dying.
All right, Humbugh.
Like as well.
Make this a funny race. Come on.
Yeah. Oh no! What the fuck, dude? I'm pretty sure he is doing that on purpose. I mean, he just could have played that safe and just played now safe till the end and say GG and take it. But no, he was. I was saying no. Okay,
I'm telling you.
I'm doing my thing. Whatever.
That's crazy.
That's crazy stuff.
All right, now we have to do. Yeah, I mean, Chomp's like on the. Oh, he's gonna get a little bit stuck in Chomp's. Yeah, because they were in the doorway, but it's not. It's a lot easier the second time around after you've died. Oh, Yeroc apparently took the wrong tube, which makes sense. It's a lot of muscle memory that's hard to break. All right, while all this happened, Eri, I imagine, has been tearing it up in GT basement. Fox a bit behind him. He looks to have a solid lead. I'll curse him by saying that surely there's no way that Eri loses so much time that Fox catches up, right? Not in GT. He's got a consistent GT, I think.
I mean, you don't wanna curse it again.
I do want to curse it again. That's funny.
Oh, you do want to curse it again. Okay.
I'm doing this on purpose. The people want to see blood. They don't want to see good gameplay. They want to see sloppy. They want to see blood. All right, Corey on his second attempt at Trinex.
Oh.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Just hold up out of the menu if you want to be safe and not, if you're in Oko. Hold up out of it, and then you go above the head, and then you slash down. Oh, okay, he's getting his revenge. He got the little, he got the poke dash there. He's like bonking in the spikes. He's feeling confident. He's getting his revenge. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants, and he's getting it. All right, don't do the same thing again. There we go.
Oh man,
right.
That's so funny.
I will make an amendment to what I said before. Twin does not want to see blood. Totally get it. No issues here. But the rest of us want to see blood.
I mean, not actual blood. I'm not like. I think you have a weird kink.
it's a okay. Maybe that idiom doesn't translate very well, but a little bit lost in translation here. All right, so yeah, no issues with Trinex the second time around. Aries now just finished up Gauntlet, going to do land mode 2. Can he get a 2 cycle or a 1 cycle? Yes, he does. Good job. Fox finishing up Mimics 2. So Eri has like a relatively easy portion for the next bit. Fox is going to go through it for a while. Let's see him get through all this stuff. I think this is that's the RNG where you gotta Okay, so what you're supposed to do there is like slash backwards and then diagonal upright for that Ganon Ball Z RNG. And he does that partially, but has to walk it out. Unless I'm wrong and Fox knows more than me, which is honestly a probability. Good gauntlet so far. Handles everything pretty well. And we're gonna finish it up with G5, and then Landmo 2's coming. So Eri
will we see Eri hovering? That's
probably. Moldarm hover's like pretty short. If Eri doesn't hover, then I'm gonna make fun of him. I hovered in my last race. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There he is. That's the Eri I know.
Yeah.
Nice hover, buddy.
That's fun to watch.
All right. Solid try-harding.
It's solid try-harding, yes.
All right, now we're seeing Agatu from Eri's side. So this is, I want to see this because this is probably one of the hardest fights in the game. Just because, okay, yeah, misses one of the balls. Just because like consistently being able to react to all the RNGs is like.
Oh no! It could have even been 2-cycle.
Yeah. So just gonna clean this up quick with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but still, that was a really
could have been a 2-cycle, but that was, I mean, with that angle, it's like, I don't know, the frame window is like pretty tight for slashing and getting the right angle there. So,
this was even a really good GT, if I'm not wrong.
Uh-oh, Corey's having a little bit of trouble with Ice Armos.
It's actually sub 7, isn't it? Should
be. I don't think he's gonna get weird Ganon backs.
What a good GT.
Oh my god, save time on his 122. Wow, okay. How many?
Yeah, it was a I don't know, it's like
653, right?
653 or 54. So with a 2-cycle, he could have even saved like 5 or 6 seconds more. So
that's wild.
It's really wild as.
Corey did that room really weird. I imagine he's trying to preserve health, but I'm not really sure why. Maybe because he knew that was going to happen. Alright, Fox on Agatu now. Gets 3 on that. Was that the first cycle?
I don't know. I'm watching too much.
That's fair. There's a lot of stuff going on. Eri's finishing up Ganon. Should be like pretty smooth sailing into like winning versus Fox.
I mean, on the right side, it's actually pretty close at the moment. So it's a small mistake from Yeroc there, and humbugh is going into the lead. Or a bad RNG, like, yeah.
Yeah, this is, they're like 2 rooms away, so this is getting pretty tight. Corey does Gauntlet 4 well, let's see. Oh! Okay, humbugh almost gets like the really quick RNG for that strat. Alright, Corey finishes up. E5.
GG for Eri here as the first contestant which finished.
Split say 123.29. Oh! Okay, Corey misses the Landmo 2-cycle. Or the Landmo 1-cycle. I can't count.
Yeah, I mean, these things are things which let's humbugh maybe catching up, like slowly but steady. You know?
This is a pretty wild race from these two. I would not have expected it to like end up this close. But yeah, I think the Trinex death really shook Corey, and humbugh was able to rally a little bit harder after his Trinex death. First 123 in league so far. I believe it, yeah. I mean, Eri's the only person.
No way! Humbugh had a misinput there, and he placed the block on the button instead of to the left. Yeah,
now
and
he's
then
having
he
a-
gets
a
bullied
time in this
here.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that breaks now again. A lot of difference for him against Corey. So.
All right, Fox just finishing up on his end.
Oh no!
Looks to be just missing out on the 124, so it'll be a low 125, which is a really solid time. But yeah, Eri, came to play. So GG's to both of those runners.
Yeah, GG. Fox, a very solid run. Think for Eri, it was a really, really good run. Like, wow.
Yeah, Eri's Mr. 123, but even then, like 123 to 129 is a really solid run.
Yeah,
That was a
especially
cool
if for the fact that at the moment he doesn't like play all the time, and yeah, like things like this, just underestimating.
All right, so at this point the lead, because Humbugh had a little bit of trouble post Gauntlet and all that, so it's gonna be hard for him to claw back the lead. It kind of depends on Corey, messing up on Aga 2, which he doesn't seem to be doing, messing up on Ganon.
Nice
that was
recycle here
That was
for
a pretty
Corey.
sick recycle.
That's solid.
Threatens to invalidate his run there with the out of bounds.
Nice first one. For
Aga there. I think he could have made
oh
that.
no,
a
that is
two-cycle.
even a 4-cycle now, which is such.
Yeah, it would take a lot of warps for this to be, for Humbugh to get back in the lead. But Corey could also just die to Ganon. It's not over until the thing's exploded.
Let's just say he's dying in Ganon. Yeah, no problem. I mean,
Yeah, I'm getting the voodoo dolls back out. We're gonna make this an interesting race once again.
Yeah, do it right now. Show me your. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Now I feel bad.
Gets destroyed by the bats. Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's an Oko from everything. Yeah, GG's in chat for Fox and Eri. Solid runs for both of them.
He don't want to die here, right? Right? He
All
don't
right.
die here, right?
Humbugg's at 3 hearts too.
Gosh, I can't watch.
All right, Corey hits torch glitch. He'll be fine. I mean, look,
Yeah,
he's been
sure.
at Oko, at Ganon, so many times at this point.
Yeah,
You,
sure.
you don't expect a mess up or anything. All you got to do is dodge the bats and not walk into Ganon. All right, we see successful torch glitch from Humbugg's side. Who misses that spin on Corey's end, but that's still fine. All right, and the pig's exploding.
There it is.
As long as he doesn't fall into the pit, he's good. I've done that twice, so it can happen.
In the end, a very, very entertaining match from Humbugh and Corey there. And we are joined by Eriror. GG, Eri.
Yo,
Eri.
TY.
Sick run.
Yeah, I'm very, very satisfied with it. There were some shambles here and there, but overall, for how little I've been playing, I really can't complain.
Yeah. I think so.
That was
too.
that was a really
very
sick
strong.
GT too. I kind of missed out on a lot of it because of all the shenanigans that were happening on Corey and Humbugg's side.
Yeah.
But still really sick stuff, and always a pleasure to be able to commentate and see you guys' matches. So
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun listening in during the race as well. So thanks so much.
For sure,
But
sure.
it's very chaotic when it's 4 people, right? It's so hard to catch up on everything.
You watch any stream, the other one does watch another stream and say, what the fuck just happened? And you are nothing happened.
I think there were a lot of moments where Ray and I were looking at different stuff, so he was able to clue me in on stuff, and I was able to clue him in on stuff. But yeah, so how did you any like kind of highlights from your run, Ari, that you'd like to point out, or anything like memorable there?
I mean, I think the hammer jump field was like the only really big mistake.
Oh yeah, true.
Light World was just fine. Like, there's just like some stuff that like just lots of little things during every split that went wrong. So there wasn't like any memorable split overall. Swamp was really good.
That was a really strong GT though. This GT was.
Yeah, true.
It was a 654 GT.
Yeah.
Did you hear me call you out and like challenge you to hover? Or I imagine you were just gonna hover anyway, right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, like last week, I was struggling really hard when it comes to hovering, and then this week, like when I warmed up a little bit beforehand, I was hovering just fine. So I was even considering doing it during pod, but of course, like if it doesn't work out and then I have to throw like mirror like extra times and stuff, I didn't want to risk that against Fox. So I decided to not do it there, because those hovers are a lot more intricate, and Moldering 2 hover is only... Like, if you fail once, then I can decide, okay, I'll just kill it and only lose, like, 20 seconds.
That makes sense, yeah. You're actually ahead of PB after Light World. I mean, a lot of it was just one less blue ball, right? But, at the very least, that was pretty sick to see. Green number good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of the expectation that unless something terrible, like, if I get fewer than 3 blue balls, I should be ahead after Light World. Like, being plus 11 going into Aga isn't great, but, like, of course there's always, like, a PB chance. But my Dark Wall's just so strong, it's really hard to run against.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna segue into Corey and Humbugh's race.
Yeah, the same. But
okay. Yeah, so both of you, in case either of you aren't aware, both of you died to Trinex, one after the other. Because I cursed both of you, I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, that was your fault. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's his fault.
Okay, we can just blame Nash. Humbugh. It's okay.
100% on me.
All right. GG's, by the way, dude. That was a fun race.
GG's.
It was.
I can't believe it. Like that was. I'm sitting there with Ari, just like going through all of the Light World, and we're like, yeah, this is a pretty good one. And Ari's like, I made some mistakes, but this is fine. Yours is real good. I'm like, yeah, I'm like -8, and then I got 0 blue balls, and I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
you got 0 blue balls.
Yeah.
Oh.
We thought this was the 28, but I had bad Aga movement, so it was the 29 flat .03. Like my second best Light World ever. I was like, cool, Ari, what do I do? I think I was ahead leaving the Light World.
You're ahead of Ari, yeah.
Yeah, like
just by a little bit.
Yeah, we had 29 flats both, and then
we had the same. We had the same pod. We had the same length of pod, because you failed hammer jump and I made other mistakes, and it was like still 619.
Yeah.
And then
from Feast
I had some shambles. Yeah, you pulled ahead, but like it was still, for me, it was still PB pace until Trinex, and even with that, like it wasn't like the chomps, or it was PB pace until chomps, and then I had to kind of like rein everything in, and then when I missed that spin on Trinex, and I'm like, wait, what happened? That's fine. Okay, 1 hit, 2 hits. Oh, I'm dead. Oops. And I'm like, well, that's fine. Like, the resignation like set in, and then like as I was leaving Chomps the second time, I see a red flash, and I look over, and I'm like, no, Humbugh died. Okay, well, this is okay, sure. Just keep going, I guess.
But yeah, I think Humbugh got like 5 or 6 blue balls, right? And you kind of just it wasn't really until Yeroc's running with Chomps that you started to make a comeback and kind of get at least a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Were you like aware of what was happening on his end, or did you just not watch? Or okay.
I when I died to Trinex, I booted up the stream for the first time, and then I saw like in the corner of my eye, I saw the chat, and then I saw where Yeroc was, and someone mentioned that you took the wrong pipe, and I was like, oh. Well, then I know what happened. Oh, I should have been more careful.
Yeah,
But I mean, I can never have the stream up when I play. I never play well when I do that. So
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, understandable.
I'll have to go back and watch it. I didn't see what happened. I just like, as I was going through, the screen after Chomps the second time, I looked over and I saw a red screen. I'm like, oh, all right.
I think you both died at the same part. It was after the double spin, right?
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah.
I will blame the ice head movement for never like appearing to the right. I know you could just double poke the fire head, but that's for the real gamers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was not trying to do that. Mine also didn't go. Mine also didn't go right at all. I don't think I had to go just go down there and get him.
So I had to, and I didn't pick up the full magic in the room before, so I had to tank a hit from the main head while hitting the ice head. Otherwise, I would have run out of magic. So I was down to 3 hearts after that, and then I just wasn't careful enough.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I did a weird thing where like I thought I got the double spin, and then he just didn't turn invincible. As I was going to slash, and I was like, cool. But then of course, like I slashed myself into the corner.
Yeah, no, there's
which was fine. But then like he turned the corner, and I went to slash him again before the head stopped being invincible, and I recoiled myself into the tail, and I was like, oops. Because I only had 5 parts.
I have one question to humbugh.
Hush.
Was it rando, or was it just hoping for?
Come on, of course it was rando. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Honestly, I think that's the first time ever in NMG that I pick up that.
Oh no.
I don't think I've ever done that before. Like, obviously, Hyrule Castle map, Easter map for sure. I don't think I've ever done desert map. I've entered desert map room, but never picked up the map. None of the others, and especially not the Meyer map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So humbugh, I wanted to give you an excuse because I said in chat. So maybe he didn't remember what was in his chest and I just hoped it was a key.
No.
Because you got hit by the slug, so you didn't have that many hearts. So maybe you wanted to avoid the spike chest.
Yeah, I was actually tempted.
map.
Well, I was actually tempted to grab another key, but I just figured I'll have 6 hearts going into the fight. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just pure muscle memory, nothing else.
Okay.
I was kind of zoning out because like my run was horrendous, apart from ice. So I was just sort of zoning out, like concentration wise, and then I just opened the chest and I just laughed. And Relkin just came into my chat and gave me a map emote and just left.
He would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, classic Relkin.
Yeah, I think overall it was really solid from everyone. Except the devs, I guess. It was very fun to watch. All 4 were a long time like really close to each other. I know here and there is going something wrong, and not everyone is
definitely a fun race to watch and to commentate. It was a real treat. But I think that just about wraps things up. Unless anyone wants to give you any like shout outs or anything.
To all the racers. Always great having 4-way races like this, and especially like having someone to chill and voice with. Like definitely takes off some of the edge. And yeah, thank you so much to Ray and Nash for the comms. Like I always like listening to the comms during the race as well. And you both did great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely.
And basically Eriror doing my entire job for me here. But yeah, from the Zelda Speedruns side, also thank you so much to all the racers who put on a heck of a show for us today. That's obviously Eriror, FoxLisk, Yeroc, and Humbugh. And also from our side, thank you so much for Tumyowski and Ray for the amazing commentary today. That's, I think, all she wrote for us today. And again, I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank everyone who made this restream happen. It was great to watch. It was fun to follow along. And as a rando main, I can only approve of the rando brain. It does happen.
It does.
And we're gonna. So I'm about to just rate you all off to Zelda Speedruns 2, where don't be scared, ALttP players. We're gonna add a third dimension. There's going to be 3D Zelda going on there.
Flatland all over again.
Majora's Mask Rendo,
Okay.
Mystery Tournament. So these people don't even, not only don't know where their items are, they don't even know their randomizer settings. So you have to be a special kind of silly to make that, to decide to join a tournament like that. And I appreciate everyone who does. I'm looking forward to catching some of the action. In the meantime, though, thank you all so much for watching. Join us back here on Zelda Speedruns for more shenanigans. There will be over on ZSR2, actually, right after the Majora's Mask randomizer race has concluded. Most likely there will be some Skyward Sword randomizer. Lower bracket round 4 in the Season 3 tournament. Your Average Link versus Mario Runner. There's also more Majora's Mask randomizer. There's a bunch more of all kinds of different Zelda games scheduled for tomorrow that I can't bother to list. But yeah, check out ZeldaSpeedRuns.com for our entire schedule. Looking forward to seeing you there, and thank you all for watching. Bye!